Loyalty? It's a word we hear often, but how often do we truly see it in action? Loyalty is not just standing by someone when life is easy. It's standing by them when everything seems to be falling apart. Loyalty is rare, and that rarity is what makes it so valuable. In a world full of distractions, opportunities, and constant change, people often drift toward what is convenient. Friends, family, colleagues, even partners, can be abundant when life is smooth. But true loyalty, that only shows itself when the stakes are high, when success fades, when challenges arise, when mistakes are made, only a loyal few remain, and those few are worth their weight in gold. Loyalty isn't something you demand, it's something you earn. It is built over time through trust, consistency, and genuine care. You can't buy loyalty with gifts, favors, or empty words. You earn it by showing up, keeping promises, and being dependable even when no one is watching. That is why loyalty is rare. It cannot be faked. It cannot be forced, and it cannot be found in abundance in a world that often values instant gratification over long-term integrity. But here's the thing about rare treasures, they're priceless. When you find someone loyal, hold on to them. Whether it's a friend who refuses to abandon you when everyone else walks away, a partner who stands with you through thick and thin, or a colleague who supports your vision even when it isn't popular, these people are not just valuable, they are irreplaceable. Loyalty adds depth and meaning to relationships. It creates bonds that can withstand storms. It builds trust that time cannot erode. Yet, loyalty is not blind. Being loyal doesn't mean tolerating disrespect or mistreatment. True loyalty respects boundaries, maintains integrity, and encourages growth. It lifts, not limits. It strengthens, not drains. And those who are loyal often inspire loyalty in return, creating a ripple effect of trust and commitment in every aspect of life. So if you want to experience the true power of loyalty, start by being loyal yourself. Stand by your values, honor your commitments, and cherish the people who stay when the world turns its back. Recognize that loyalty is a rare gift, and when it appears in your life, treat it with gratitude, respect, and care. In the end, loyalty may be rare, but it is one of the most powerful forces in life. It distinguishes the ordinary from the extraordinary. It separates shallow connections from meaningful bonds. And it proves that in a world of fleeting promises, there is still room for something lasting, something real, something loyal. Remember, loyalty is rare, but that's exactly what makes it priceless. Loyalty is a word we hear all the time, yet many people misunderstand its depth. Loyalty is not simply being around someone when life is easy or when success is shining bright. It is more than showing up for celebrations, attending events, or sharing a few good moments. True loyalty reveals itself in the moments that test character, integrity, and commitment. It is in these moments that we understand who will stay and who will walk away. Loyalty is rare because it requires courage, patience, and a heart willing to remain steadfast even when circumstances are difficult. To understand loyalty, we first need to understand its essence. Loyalty is built on trust, honesty, and consistency. It is the unwavering support given to someone or something because of genuine belief in their worth or mission. A loyal person does not act out of obligation or fear. They act out of respect, care, and devotion. Loyalty is earned, not demanded. It cannot be bought or faked, and it is often tested in moments of conflict, adversity, and uncertainty. When the world turns its back, the loyal ones remain. That is why loyalty is considered rare. It is not given lightly, and it cannot be found everywhere. Many people confuse loyalty with blind obedience or dependency, but they are not the same. Blind loyalty can be dangerous. It can lead to enabling bad behavior or tolerating disrespect. True loyalty, however, involves discernment. It means being honest when something is wrong, speaking the truth with kindness, and supporting growth rather than stagnation. Loyal individuals challenge us to become better, while still standing beside us when mistakes happen. This balance of truth and support is what makes real loyalty invaluable. Loyalty also requires patience and sacrifice. It is easy to stay when everything is perfect, but what about when life is messy? When a friend makes a mistake, when a colleague faces criticism, or when a loved one struggles through challenges, true loyalty is tested. Many will leave during these times, but the rare loyal person will remain. They understand that relationships are not just about convenience or comfort. They are about commitment, empathy, and resilience. This is why we often say loyalty is rare. Most people are unwilling to invest the time, energy, and emotional strength required to remain steadfast. Moreover, loyalty has a ripple effect. When we are loyal to others, it encourages trust, fosters deep connections, and builds strong foundations for relationships. Loyal actions create a sense of security, knowing that someone will be there not just for the highlights, but for the low points as well. It sets a standard for integrity and mutual respect, which is increasingly uncommon in a world that values short-term gains over long-term relationships. Ultimately, understanding loyalty requires reflection on our own actions. Are we loyal to those who deserve it? Do we value loyalty when we encounter it, or do we take it for granted? Recognizing the true meaning of loyalty is the first step in appreciating its rarity. When we understand what loyalty truly is, we begin to recognize its value, cultivate it in ourselves, and cherish it in others. Loyalty is rare, but understanding it is the key to recognizing why it is so priceless. Loyalty is rare because it is not easy. It is easy to appear loyal when life is smooth, when things are going your way, or when success is abundant. But true loyalty is tested in moments of difficulty, conflict, and uncertainty. It is during these times that the quality of loyalty, whether in friendship, love, or business, is revealed. Many claim loyalty, but only a few demonstrate it when it matters most. This is why loyalty is considered one of the rarest traits a person can possess. Challenges are the crucibles that separate shallow support from genuine loyalty. For instance, consider a friend who remains by your side only when you are thriving, celebrating your victories and sharing your success. That kind of support is convenient, but it is not loyalty. True loyalty is shown when you face setbacks, when mistakes are made, or when your reputation is at stake. A loyal person will not abandon you when it becomes uncomfortable or when others choose to turn away. Instead, they stay, offering encouragement, honesty, and a steady presence. Life has a way of testing loyalty in subtle and sometimes harsh ways. Financial struggles, career failures, misunderstandings, or family conflicts can reveal who is truly committed to standing with you. In romantic relationships, loyalty is tested when temptation arises or when disagreements become heated. In friendships, loyalty is challenged when jealousy, distance, or competition appears. In business, loyalty is measured when stress, competition, or personal ambitions threaten bonds. Across all these areas, challenges act as filters, separating those who are merely present from those who are steadfast. It is important to note that loyalty is not passive. Being loyal does not mean ignoring problems, avoiding confrontation, or tolerating harmful behavior. True loyalty involves active support, sometimes offering advice, sometimes holding someone accountable, sometimes simply being present when words are unnecessary. It requires courage because standing by someone in challenging times often exposes you to criticism, inconvenience, or even risk. That is why loyalty is rare. It requires more than comfort. It demands sacrifice, commitment, and unwavering integrity. The rarity of loyalty is also linked to human nature. People are naturally drawn to what is easy, comfortable, and beneficial. Few are willing to remain when circumstances are tough or when the outcome is uncertain. This is why encountering a loyal friend, partner, or colleague feels like discovering a hidden treasure. Those who demonstrate loyalty during life's tests are not only valuable, they are irreplaceable. They show us that some connections transcend convenience, selfishness, or circumstance. Understanding the challenges that test loyalty also teaches us to value it when we encounter it. A loyal person is a rare gift, and their presence should never be taken for granted. Their loyalty strengthens relationships, builds trust, and creates a foundation that can withstand life's storms. Challenges may be inevitable, but they also provide an opportunity to see who is truly loyal. Those who remain through hardships prove that loyalty is not a word, it is a way of living, and those who recognize loyalty, honor it, and reciprocate it, experience a depth of connection that is rare in this world. Loyalty is rare because it is tested, but those who pass the test are worth everything. Loyalty is rare, but when it is present, it transforms relationships in ways that nothing else can. In every type of relationship, whether friendship, family, romantic, or professional, loyalty serves as the foundation upon which trust, respect, and intimacy are built. Without loyalty, relationships remain shallow, fragile, and temporary. With it, they grow strong, resilient, and meaningful. Understanding the value of loyalty is essential if we want to cultivate relationships that last and truly matter. In friendships, loyalty is the glue that holds bonds together. A loyal friend is not only present during good times, but also remains steadfast when life becomes difficult. They offer support without judgment, listen without interruption, and stand by your side even when it's inconvenient. This rare loyalty creates a sense of security, knowing that no matter what happens, you are not alone. Loyal friends help you navigate challenges, celebrate your successes, and correct your mistakes with honesty and care. They make life richer, not just easier, and they transform simple companionship into a lasting connection. In romantic relationships, loyalty is equally crucial. A relationship cannot thrive on attraction, affection, or shared experiences alone. Loyalty provides stability and trust. It ensures that both partners are committed to growth, respect, and the shared vision of the future. Loyal partners remain faithful, communicate openly, and support each other during struggles. They don't abandon the relationship at the first sign of difficulty. Instead, they work together to overcome obstacles, deepening the bond and building a foundation that can weather life's storms. In this sense, loyalty is more than a trait. It is the lifeblood of lasting love. Even in family relationships, loyalty holds immense value. Families are often tested by conflicts, misunderstandings, and differences of opinion. Loyalty ensures that these bonds endure, creating a support system that persists across generations. When loyalty is present, family members respect one another, stand by one another in times of need, and maintain trust even through challenges. It is loyalty that allows family relationships to become a source of strength rather than tension. Professional relationships also benefit greatly from loyalty. A loyal colleague or mentor offers support, guidance, and consistency, even when competition or stress is high. Loyalty in the workplace builds teams that function with trust, respect, and shared commitment. It encourages collaboration, reduces conflicts, and fosters an environment where people feel valued and understood. These relationships, built on loyalty, are rare but invaluable. Ultimately, loyalty adds depth, meaning, and longevity to relationships. It is rare because it requires commitment, patience, and integrity, but its presence elevates every connection. Those who are loyal and those who recognize loyalty are able to cultivate relationships that withstand challenges, inspire growth, and provide lasting fulfillment. Loyalty is rare, but its value in relationships is priceless. It transforms simple connections into meaningful bonds, creating relationships that endure, strengthen, and enrich our lives in ways nothing else can. Loyalty is rare, but not impossible to recognize. The challenge is that in a world filled with fleeting commitments and superficial connections, it can be difficult to separate those who are genuinely loyal from those who are convenient companions. True loyalty is not loud, showy, or dependent on grand gestures. It is quiet, consistent, and often revealed in the smallest actions. Learning to identify loyalty in others is essential because it allows us to surround ourselves with people who will stand by us when life is most challenging. One of the clearest signs of loyalty is consistency. A loyal person does not disappear when circumstances change. They are present not only during moments of celebration, but also during periods of struggle. They check in, offer support, and remain steady even when it is inconvenient. True loyalty is not conditional. It does not depend on success, popularity, or external rewards. A consistent presence is a sign that someone values the relationship itself, not just the benefits it brings. Another indicator of loyalty is honesty. Loyal people are willing to tell the truth even when it is uncomfortable. They do not flatter or deceive to gain favor. Instead, they provide honest feedback, guide you with care, and protect your interests as if they were their own. This type of loyalty is rare because it requires courage. It is easier to agree with someone, avoid confrontation, or stay silent. Yet, a loyal person chooses integrity over convenience. Reliability is another hallmark of loyalty. A loyal individual can be counted on. They follow through on commitments, keep promises, and stand by you when others cannot. They do not make empty promises or disappear when challenges arise. Reliability is closely tied to trust, and trust is the foundation of every strong relationship. When someone proves that you can depend on them, they are demonstrating true loyalty. Empathy and support also reveal loyalty. Loyal people celebrate your successes without envy and support you during hardships without judgment. They show up not for what they can gain, but because they genuinely care about your well-being. They are willing to sacrifice time, energy, or convenience to be there for you. This selflessness is rare and a strong signal of loyalty. Finally, loyalty is often reflected in how someone behaves when no one is watching. Many people are loyal only in public or when recognition is involved. True loyalty is private and authentic. It shows up in small, everyday actions, checking in on you, defending you when you are absent, or helping you without expecting credit. By observing these signs, consistency, honesty, reliability, empathy, and authenticity, we can identify true loyalty in others. Surrounding ourselves with loyal individuals strengthens our lives and creates a network of trust, support, and meaningful connection. Loyalty is rare, but when we can recognize it, we gain access to one of life's most valuable treasures. Relationships that endure, uplift, and empower us. No matter what challenges come our way, loyalty is rare, but its impact on personal growth and success is profound. Many people view loyalty as a trait that only matters in relationships, but its influence extends far beyond friendships, family, or romantic bonds. Loyalty shapes character, strengthens resilience, and creates the foundation for long-term achievement. It is a principle that not only attracts the right people into our lives, but also drives us to become better versions of ourselves. First, loyalty fosters trust, which is essential for personal and professional growth. When people recognize your loyalty, your dedication to relationships, your commitments, and your values, they trust you. Trust opens doors. It encourages collaboration, opportunities, and mentorship. In business or career growth, loyal individuals are often entrusted with responsibility because their integrity and consistency are known. In personal growth, loyalty allows us to build networks of support, where constructive feedback and guidance help us reach our potential. Without trust, growth is limited. Loyalty creates the soil in which success can thrive. Loyalty also builds resilience. Life is unpredictable, and challenges are inevitable. When we commit to being loyal to our goals, our values, and the people who matter, we develop a sense of discipline and perseverance. Loyal individuals do not abandon their principles when obstacles arise. They continue to show up, remain consistent, and keep working toward what matters most. This steadfastness is what separates those who achieve success from those who falter at the first sign of difficulty. Loyalty trains us to endure, to remain steadfast under pressure, and to push beyond temporary setbacks. Furthermore, loyalty influences our decision-making and priorities. When we are loyal to our values, we make choices that align with long-term growth rather than short-term gain. Loyal individuals prioritize integrity, relationships, and meaningful goals over convenience or fleeting rewards. This consistency in decision-making creates a strong foundation for success because it aligns actions with purpose. It helps us avoid distractions, negative influences, and shortcuts that compromise character. Loyalty also attracts like-minded individuals, creating a support system that fosters growth. When people see that you are loyal, they are more likely to reciprocate. Loyal mentors, colleagues, friends, and partners will invest in your development, share opportunities, and guide you when needed. The rare quality of loyalty creates a ripple effect. It inspires loyalty in others and builds communities that thrive together. Success becomes a shared journey, not a solitary pursuit. Finally, loyalty teaches self-respect and accountability. Being loyal requires integrity and courage. It is a commitment not just to others, but to oneself. When we honor our commitments, act with consistency, and maintain honesty, we reinforce our own character. This self-discipline enhances confidence, accountability, and personal growth, which are essential elements of success. In essence, loyalty is rare, but its role in personal growth and success is undeniable. It builds trust, strengthens resilience, aligns decisions with purpose, attracts support, and develops self-respect. Those who cultivate loyalty in themselves and recognize it in others lay the groundwork for a life of achievement, fulfillment, and lasting impact. Loyalty is rare, but it is one of the most powerful keys to personal growth and long-term success. Loyalty is rare, not just in others, but in ourselves. If we want to experience the full power and depth of loyalty in our lives, it must begin within us. Cultivating loyalty in yourself requires intention, self-awareness, and discipline. It is not something that happens automatically. It is a practice, a choice, and a commitment that shapes who you are and how others experience you. By developing loyalty within, you not only strengthen your character, but also attract relationships and opportunities built on trust and integrity. The first step to cultivating loyalty in yourself is understanding your values. Loyalty is meaningless without a foundation of principles. Before you can remain loyal to others, you must be loyal to what you believe in. Know your boundaries, your priorities, and the things you refuse to compromise. When your values are clear, it becomes easier to act with integrity and stand by people and commitments that align with your principles. Loyalty without values can lead to blind allegiance or misplaced trust, but loyalty rooted in integrity is powerful and rare. Next, practice consistency in your actions. True loyalty is demonstrated through repeated, dependable behavior. Showing up when it matters, keeping promises, and being present consistently builds a reputation for reliability. This applies to relationships, work, and personal goals alike. People trust what they can count on, and when you consistently honor your word, you cultivate loyalty within yourself and in the eyes of others. Consistency is what transforms intentions into meaningful, observable loyalty. Empathy and compassion are also essential. Cultivating loyalty requires seeing beyond yourself and understanding the needs, struggles, and feelings of others. Loyalty is not self-serving. It is about support, care, and commitment. Practice listening without judgment, offering help without expectation, and standing by others during challenging times. By exercising empathy, you create a loyalty that is genuine, impactful, and deeply appreciated. Another key to cultivating loyalty is accountability and honesty. Be truthful in your interactions, admit mistakes, and take responsibility for your actions. Loyalty is meaningless if it is not grounded in honesty. A loyal person is not afraid to speak the truth, correct course when needed, and remain accountable to themselves and others. This builds respect and trust, which are the foundations of rare and lasting loyalty. Lastly, commit to growth and resilience. Life is full of challenges that test our loyalty. Temptations, distractions, and conflicts can weaken even the strongest intentions. By strengthening your discipline, cultivating patience, and staying committed to your values and relationships, you nurture a loyalty that is unwavering. Loyalty is not passive. It is an active practice of showing up, choosing integrity, and persevering through difficulty. Cultivating loyalty in yourself is a lifelong journey. It begins with self-awareness, is strengthened by consistent actions nurtured through empathy, grounded in honesty, and proven through resilience. When you develop loyalty within, you become a person of rare value, someone others can trust, depend on, and admire. Loyalty is rare, but by cultivating it in yourself, you not only enrich your life, but also inspire loyalty in everyone around you. Loyalty is rare, and when you encounter it, it becomes one of life's most valuable treasures. Yet, many people fail to recognize or appreciate loyalty until it is gone. To fully benefit from the rare gift of loyalty, you must learn not only to recognize it, but also to honor, protect, and nurture it. Understanding how to do this ensures that the people who are loyal to you remain a part of your life, and that your relationships are strengthened rather than weakened. The first step in appreciating loyalty is acknowledgement. Loyal people often give without expecting praise, recognition, or reward. They stand by you quietly, consistently, and selflessly. Take the time to notice their presence, their sacrifices, and their commitment. A simple expression of gratitude, a heartfelt thank you, a kind gesture or verbal recognition can go a long way in showing that you value their loyalty. When people feel seen and appreciated, they are more likely to continue their loyalty because it is reinforced and respected. Next, protect loyalty by nurturing trust. Trust is the soil in which loyalty grows. Avoid taking loyal people for granted, making promises you cannot keep, or engaging in behavior that undermines the relationship. Protect the bonds of loyalty by being honest, reliable, and consistent in your own actions. When you demonstrate integrity and respect, You signal that their loyalty is safe and meaningful in your life. It is also essential to prioritize relationships that demonstrate loyalty. Life is filled with acquaintances, casual connections, and fleeting friendships, but loyal relationships are rare. Make a conscious effort to invest in the people who consistently show up for you. Spend time with them, support their goals, and include them in your journey. By prioritizing loyalty, you reinforce the value of these relationships and create a mutually beneficial environment where loyalty can thrive. Reciprocate loyalty. Relationships are a two-way street. If someone is loyal to you, your actions should reflect that same level of commitment. Stand by them in their challenges, celebrate their victories, and protect their trust. When loyalty is mutual, it strengthens the bond and creates a foundation that can weather any storm. Reciprocity also prevents resentment, misunderstanding, or imbalance in relationships, which are often the causes of broken loyalty. Finally, set boundaries and maintain clarity. Appreciating loyalty does not mean tolerating disrespect, abuse, or one-sided relationships. Protect loyalty by being clear about your own values, expectations, and limits. This ensures that the loyalty you receive is genuine and sustainable, not taken advantage of or misused. Loyal relationships flourish when both sides respect each other's needs, principles, and integrity. Loyalty is rare, but it is one of life's most powerful and transformative gifts. When you recognize, appreciate, and protect it, you create bonds that last, inspire trust, and enrich every aspect of your life. Loyal people are irreplaceable. They are the anchors in the storms of life, the supporters in times of challenge, and the companions in moments of joy. Treasure loyalty, protect it, and honor it, because those who are truly loyal are rare, and their presence in your life is priceless. Loyalty is rare. That truth has been the thread running through everything we've discussed. From understanding what loyalty truly means, to recognizing it in others, to cultivating it within ourselves, loyalty is a quality that few possess but everyone needs. Its rarity does not make it insignificant. It makes it invaluable. Loyalty is a treasure, a force that strengthens relationships, builds trust, and shapes the very essence of personal and professional success. As we've seen, loyalty is more than just a word or a superficial gesture. It is tested in the hardest moments of life, revealed through consistent actions, and solidified through integrity and honesty. Those who remain loyal when times are difficult are the ones who create bonds that last a lifetime. It is not the easy moments that prove loyalty, but the challenges, conflicts, and storms that reveal who is genuinely committed. Recognizing this helps us appreciate the loyal people in our lives and value them above all else. The people who demonstrate loyalty, friends who stand by you, partners who remain steadfast, family who support you through hardships, colleagues who never abandon you, are rare gifts. They are irreplaceable because they invest in your life without expecting anything in return. When we identify these individuals, it is our responsibility to honor and protect that loyalty. Gratitude, reciprocity, and trust are the tools that allow loyal relationships to thrive. Ignoring or taking loyalty for granted risks losing something that can never be easily replaced. Cultivating loyalty in yourself is equally important. Loyalty is not just about what you receive from others. It is about what you give. Being loyal requires self-awareness, integrity, empathy, and resilience. It demands that you honor your commitments, remain consistent in your actions, and act with honesty and courage. When you cultivate loyalty within, you not only attract trustworthy people, but you also strengthen your own character. Your relationships, career, and personal growth all benefit from the rare power of being someone others can rely on. Loyalty also plays a pivotal role in achieving success. Trust, credibility, and support stem from loyalty, and these are the foundations for growth and achievement. Loyal connections provide guidance, encouragement, and opportunities that cannot be found elsewhere. Being loyal to your values, goals, and commitments creates discipline and perseverance, qualities that lead to meaningful accomplishments. In short, loyalty is both the seed and the soil for success, enabling us to thrive in ways that fleeting connections never can. Ultimately, loyalty is rare, but its impact is immeasurable. It transforms ordinary relationships into extraordinary bonds, strengthens character, and provides a foundation for lasting achievement. When you encounter loyalty, cherish it. When you give loyalty, give it with integrity. Recognize its rarity, honor its presence, and cultivate it in yourself and others. Life will test loyalty in countless ways, but those who understand its value, practice it daily, and protect it vigilantly will experience a richness few ever know. Loyalty is not just a quality. It is a lifestyle, a mindset, and a legacy. It is rare, yes, but in that rarity lies its true power. Treasure it, nurture it, and let loyalty guide the way you live, love, and succeed. Remember, loyalty is rare, but those who embody it, honor it, and respect it hold one of life's most priceless treasures.